This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Quiet on the set, please! Silence! Silence!
I knew you'd come. I'm not finished with you!
I am the cream, the cream of the crop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
Because we don't just set the bar, we are the bar!
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay. That's TWK.
Oi, Jay-chan! How about a fight?
By the way, thank you to Evil Reverend who just gave us a 1-tier sub 6 years in a row. No, 6 months in a row, excuse me. Doing that tier 1 sub, so thank you very much. Also, the recognized symbol of excellence in wrestling podcasting. Well, we're the symbol of something. I don't know if excellence is a thing, but it is much appreciated. Very much appreciated. And we're not alone in this shindig. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So much so that we decided to bring in a ringer, so to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. There's the book. You know it. You know, love it. It's called New World. Here's the offer right here. Mr. Shin Tiger Carl.
Hello, everyone. My name is Roddy Strong, and I'm a member of my little Girl Scout troop called the Undisputed Era. We're a bunch of little girls, and we've got our shit pushed in by the greatest man who ever lived, Pete Dunne. Backbreaker, 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 backbreaker.
Pete, your Roddy Strong needs work.
I'm not Pete Dunne. Unlike Pete Dunne, I don't have working genitalia.
Pete. It just needs work. It needs work.
Well, just like my backbreaker needs work, because that's the only move I know how to do. Backbreaker, backbreaker, backbreaker.
By the way, how's your back after War Games? I hear people have been,
My back is a piece of crap because Pete Dunne and his lads put a hurting on me and my little girlfriends, the Undisputed Era.
Pete, I'm pretty...
Guys,
yeah.
What's Pete Dunne doing here, and why is he dressed in a terrible Roddy Strong cosplay?
We've been telling him to put his voice down.
I don't know. He's been doing that all week.
Well, he just beat up Roddy Strong up and down 2 rings and a couple of cages. So,
Well, I guess he's well deserving to be in a good mood. But
yeah, he does. That finish spot was amazeballs.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, speaking of War Games, we're going to talk about I don't know, pay-per-view of the year, maybe? Oh, and Survivor Series happened. Fuck that show, but we'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, who cares about that show?
Apparently Vincent K. McMahon, but not much else. And even then, I doubt it. But we have to talk about it because... God damn it. Well, we have stuff and things, and with news... And T-Dub doesn't want to do it, but I'm going to roast the shit out of Enzo Amore again this week.
Do we have to talk about Enzo Amore for really reals?
Let's
Let's put it this way. I know he's a garbage person. I know you have a rule against it. But god damn it, if there's anyone, I hadn't had a chance to go after someone like I did Vince Russo all this time, and Vince Russo's been amazingly shutting himself the fuck up as of late. I need this. I need to roast someone hard.
Well, Shin's over there. I'm sure he tastes good roasted.
Not that kind of roast, dummy.
What, Matty? Are you saying that I'm not delicious?
That's
Yeah, how
not what
dare
I'm
you?
saying.
These
That
are
is not what I'm saying. Number one, that is not what I'm saying. I have every confidence that you do taste delicious. I'm just saying in the comedy sense of roasting.
Sure you do.
God damn it! We just went from a crappy Roddy Strong impression to cannibalism, and we're not even 2 minutes in.
We're 6 minutes in.
6 minutes in, whatever.
6.
Anyway, this should tell you how good of a show this is going to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Survivor Series and NXT Takeover War Games, which caution the semi-main of that first show of the weekend might just get my match of the year on the list in that list in about a month and a half from now. But that's neither here nor there. We have no comments, believe it or not, were sent in unless something happened. And nope, I could tell you that is not the case. So no emails this evening. So if we do have some time, we may be doing a Q&A.
Yes, Q&A.
That depends on how much time we have, and we've already killed enough already. And, of course, your third segment, we got some news and stuff and things and all that good stuff. And for some reason, Skype decided to... get him.
That's my answer to your query about roasting Enzo Amore. That's
get him! Let's get him!
And Evil Ed says, comedic roasting, a figurative kick to your consensual penis.
Oh, good lord.
And that's more that is more lyrically intelligent than anything Enzo Amore has done on wax.
Oh, you will understand why I want to roast Enzo Amore in the third segment. You will understand.
And
I've been laughing about
Matty.
this ever since I heard about this. So you know what? Let's get to it. And let's talk about Survivor Series by playing a clip that has absolutely nothing to do with Survivor Series. Why? Because they pretty much non-canonized the fucking thing on Monday and Tuesday. Pretty much telling you how much they cared about Survivor Series. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is kind of sad because they had such a compelling heel character in Dean Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fucked it up. Take a listen. And I apologize for your ears. Because it.
Seth, you think I'm playing games? This is no game. Although I admit it has been fun watching you run around this building all night. Like a lunatic. Well, I'm right here, waiting for you to come try to hurt me. But all you've done so far is whine. You're so whiny, and you and your people are all so whiny. I can't believe you went there with Roman. Grow up. This isn't about Roman. This is about the bond between brothers. Broken, crushed, shattered, and if you ever do, find me. That's exactly what will happen to you. I will break you. Crush you. Shatter your bones. And after that, what is that? What is that smell? You smell? Does anybody else smell? Jeez. Oh God, that reeks. That is a horrible stench. What is that? Is that the smell of Seth Rollins' fear? No. Maybe that's just the smell of Los Angeles? No. Oh my God, I think I know what that is. That's coming from you people.
Bullshit!
Yeah, I had to add the spoony stuff in there. Just, God damn it. Such a compelling character. That admittedly, the Roman Reigns thing had gone a little far. But it's heel heat. It's supposed to make you feel bad. It's supposed to make you feel bad.
Personally, I'm not a fan of them using
Me neither.
cancer in a storyline because, it's cancer.
It is cancer. It is bullshit. But this is 2018. At this point, any heel heat is like offensive to somebody. Let's be fair here.
We know.
But to me, the worst crime is they went from a super serious angle that is very real, very visceral to cheap local heat.
Mm-hmm.
And you could hear it in there how forced that was. Like, you could hear it in the clip. That was fucking forced. I am sorry. You went from a compelling hero-villain-like story to, all right, let's cheapen it up because it's soap opera.
That's basically a McMahon 101 writing.
It didn't need the cheap heat.
No, it didn't. It really didn't.
It did not need, it had enough heat. As a matter of fact, you had probably too much heat. If you go according to some, you didn't need the cheap heat.
It just doesn't. It doesn't really feel like it's natural to the story that they're telling between these two, where it feels super personal and it's not this.
Super
Oh,
deep,
I turned my
super
back
personal.
on the
You
people.
don't need to involve a crowd in this because they're already invested in two brothers splitting up over a very real event. And
he didn't need to bring in the audience with this. He didn't need to. He didn't need to
because the audience was already invested in this.
He didn't need to do that. That was just them not knowing what to do with a character like Dean Ambrose, at least at this point in time.
Because this is simple. He's a lunatic French. They're both reacting in very different ways to a very real event.
Yeah.
That did not need any artificial goosing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that to me is like, you fucked it up. You fucked it up. And that's the same. And guess what, folks? That's what Survivor Series is right there. You fucked it up. How? Let's actually get to the good stuff first. Let's actually, we got to do it chronologically, and thank God we got to, because, ladies and gentlemen, a study in contrast.
Mm-hmm.
How NXT TakeOver kicked the fuck out of the WWE main roster show yet again. Let's start with War Games. 2018 TakeOver War Games, a very legitimate War Games main event, but we'll get to that. All events coming from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. The attendance for was 13,598. Did they change it or goose it up? Did they sweeten up the numbers here? Nothing announced. Okay, never mind. Nothing announced on Survivor Series. So we'll assume it's the 13,000 in both nights.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, the pre-show, the dark matches that aired on NXT. I believe all three of them aired this week. Keith Lee, he took on Fidel Bravo. Lars Sullivan beat the living crap out of Kaita Murray. And Nikki Cross defeated Candice LeRae in actually a good match, as a matter of fact. I did watch that.
This won't be the last time we hear from Kaita Murray this week.
Ooh, very nice. Good. The event proper kicked off with Mauro Ranallo back on commentary. I love the guy. They did like Joseph. Vic Joseph of 205 Live, who does a great job over there. He held the helm, but let's be honest here.
Yeah.
He does not hold the candle to Mauro Ranallo.
Yep.
And it is no offense to Vic Joseph at all. He did a good job in the build-up to TakeOver War Games because, well, Mauro Ranallo was busy doing boxing stuff. It's in his contract, you know. But to hear the trio of Mauro, Nigel, and to a lesser extent, Percy, though he's not as offensive as Byron Saxton.
Although I do have a drinking game with him. I have a drinking game with Percy Jackson. Percy Watson.
Percy Watson.
Every time in either 205 Live or an NXT that he says the word "ooh," take a drink.
Yeah, you'll be drunk later. Believe me. Ooh! Not you, T-Dub.
Timon.
Anyway, it was supposed to start with the Women's Championship match, but bonus match. Matt Riddle took on Cassius Ohno because they needed a good crowd popper. And, ladies and gentlemen, the King of Bros, Matt Riddle, provided that nice pop.
Bro.
Bro. You think Matt Riddle is over in NXT? I don't know. I can't tell that loud crowd reaction that he got.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. He came out, cut a decent promo. He called that Cassius Ohno, who I was like, I don't have to. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to kick your ass anyway. 7 seconds later. 1, 2, 3. The King of Bros won. No, really. 7 seconds. Ding, ding. The bell rang. The bell rang. The bell. Okay. Timekeeper rang the bell. Riddle rang Cassius Ohno's bell. And then the bell rang again.
I really have no problem with this match. If you call it a match.
This is probably the best kind of match you could have with Cassius Ohno, who's unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately, became the jobber to the stars. And I say that with some sadness because he's better than that.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is one of those, everyone stays over. Matt Riddle goes over, and he will be over for a while. Cassius Ohno didn't have to, he just literally just stormed in, try to get his licks in, and just got knocked the fuck out. It doesn't exactly hurt him.
I really have to give props to Ohno for how well he sold this after the fact, where even after the bell, he was still dizzy getting back to his feet.
Like a proper knockout. How about that, people?
Mm-hmm.
No, this was one of those easy, let's just get the crowd going and get them nice and warmed up for the first match, as advertised on the card. 2 out of 3 Falls Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, and Shayna Baszler, who won 2-1. This was obviously a build-up to Shayna Baszler's entourage, obviously.
Yep.
And they're with Dakota Kai and Io Shirai showing up to help try to negate that. I sense a 6-woman tag in the future.
That could definitely happen.
Yeah.
It went 10:55, so if it felt short, you're not wrong. It was a little short for a 2 out of 3 Falls match.
Definitely would like to 5 more minutes with these women.
Yeah, this is one of those, like, if this... I get the feeling they were kind of rushed into it. Not going to blame Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno.
I don't think they could be rushed because it's a network special and it's their network, so they can run as long as they want.
Yeah.
They can run until midnight if they want. Who's going to stop them?
They can have an overrun, if you will.
Yeah, they can do as long as they want. I mean, remember when Triple H was on the Stone Cold podcast?
Yeah.
What? You don't think I can go along? Watch this. Add 10 more minutes to the timer. There you go.
And since it's NXT, well, no one will be opposed to run that long.
Hell, the main event won 47 minutes, and it felt like an hour. It felt like a good hour, and it in a good way, by the way. But
Yeah, I would have liked this one just to get just 5 more minutes. But nevertheless, everything that was done in this match was done excellently. Shayna Baszler's always improving. Always impressed with her. And
Kairi Sane, as always.
I'm going to miss Kairi Sane's championship entrance so much.
We needed more of that. We really did need more of that.
Also, props to Io Shirai for hitting one of the best moonsaults I've ever seen in my life.
That was a thing of beauty.
That moonsault to the outside was just absolutely perfect. Charlotte, you're fired.
No. Don't fire Charlotte. We need comparison for moonsaults to the outside because god damn, we need comparisons.
Who do you compare her to in terms of moonsaults to the outside?
That's actually a good question. I can't think of anyone who specifically does that move outside of Charlotte.
Outside of Charlotte and Io? No, I can't think of it. At least in WWE. I mean, there's at least a couple of examples outside.
Like, not the style that they specifically do. Like, I know that Ultimo Dragon did the Asai moonsault, but that's off of the middle rope.
I think the only one I can think of right now would be Kota Ibushi. You know what the cross slash he does with Kenny Omega?
Oh yeah.
That's the only comparison I can think of right now. It's probably wrong, I'll admit that, but it's the only one I can think of right now.
And I do like how the match eventually ended. It was a nice little callback to their previous matchup.
Oh yeah, where Shayna Baszler was the one who got the roll up win.
Yeah. Off of Kairi's finisher.
Yeah.
So kudos for them for continuity.
And extra continuity bonus point with Kairi Sane trying to kick out of it, but couldn't. Mm-hmm. That was nice. Next up, good old fashioned 18-minute, 10-second grudge match featuring Aleister Black taking on and knocking out Johnny Gargano. My favorite spot at the very end. I absolve you of your sins. Bam!
This was a fantastic match. Everything you'd want a grudge match to be and more.
These two were throwing it at each other.
This felt more like it felt like one of the Raid movies in terms of in-ring action. Just constant back and forth and the speed in which they were just trading strikes. That was like, my God, slow down. My computer can only keep up with so much speed.
Like, it's like, I heard about this movie where they had to do a match where they had the speed over 50. And if the match's speed dropped, it would explode. I think it was called The Match That Couldn't Slow Down.
Starring Dennis Hopper as the referee.
All right, pop quiz, hot shots. Who gets the last blow?
You couldn't.
I make jokes, but this one was a proper grudge match, and it was good. It was good.
Match of the year candidate right there.
You say that, and then there's another one right after it. Jesus.
I can say that too.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with Gargano from here.
I don't know either, but it's got to be something. Speaking of something, holy crap, the semi-main. Tommaso Ciampa, he defeated the Velveteen Dream. 22-25 was the time limit. It was the NXT Championship on the line. I think Ciampa said it best at the end. Like they did, like do the YouTube, the behind the scene videos that they do, post match interviews. Ciampa did his thing. It's like, and he put over Velveteen by calling him a prodigy, by saying, "Well, he's a prodigy. I'm a god." He went in his normal shtick, but in that promo, I was like, "This kid's a prodigy. He's 23, and he's a prodigy."
23 years old. Yes.
23 years old, pulling out what I'm probably going to call match of the fucking year right there.
And 23 years old and has an already a master's degree in ring psychology.
And just think, 3 years ago, he was tag team champions with Leo Rush.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and about 4 or 5 years ago, he was on Tough Enough, getting eliminated by by being eliminated over a fat guy with a crocodile fetish.
Where is he now?
Yeah.
But I told when I was reacting to this with my friends on the forums, and I said after this match, this was a chess match.
Yeah.
You really look at it. This was psychological warfare at its absolute best.
And it was one of those, like, it was both wrestled a perfect match, and then one mistake. The Purple Rainmaker elbow on the outside. Landed straight outside. It was like the one mistake from Velveteen Dream.
And it was just part of one grand sequence of moves that like I said, it was a chess match. Like Velveteen Dream knew that Chompers would roll out of his Purple Rainmaker, so he went for another Purple Rainmaker off the apron. But Chompers predicted that, missed him, then pulled him outside for the spike DDT onto the metal partition.
Yeah, the metal partition, for those who did not watch TakeOver, 1, shame, 2, do watch it. And there's a metal partition there, like separating, make sure people don't fall through the ring like the old days, because they didn't think of that shit early in the past, believe it or not. And boom, roll to the side, 1, 2, 3, Chompers still the winner.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever want to show someone to tell them what ring psychology is, show them this match. It was brilliant, especially the part where Velveteen Dream went outside and got the NXT World Title just
like,
to fuck.
Just took it and then went back in. You know, a quick shot, went back in, had a smile on his face. I know you, boy. I know you. You got my headband. I got your belt. Belt Goldie.
This match went all according to Keikaku.
Keikaku Dori.
Translation note: Keikaku means plan.
But also according to Big Cass, Keikaki Dori.
What?
What?
It's a running joke from Riff Downs about Big Cass being
I know
a
that part,
master planner.
Keikaki Dori?
Keikaki Dori.
I get the feeling translation note says Keikaki Dori means plan, and you can't teach that.
That's how Big Cass says it. Keikaki Dori.
That fucking New York accent.
All part of my master plan. And once Daniel Bryan goes to try to look up what Keikaki Dori means, I'll slip into his house, and then I will try on all of his suits. He'll never see it coming.
But you're like 10 sizes too big for his suits.
All a part of the plan, because Big Cass is a master strategist.
And there's Pugsley in the chat. Big ass.
Which is what he has right now, poor guy.
You body shamer.
Dude, I'm 300 pounds. I'm 300 pounds, a big fat gut.
You're 300 pounds of big fat muscle. The 6-pack. Don't lie to us.
So you're calling Matty the Kingpin, aren't you?
Sure, why not?
God damn.
By the way, that reminds me, I still have to watch this season's Daredevil.
You should do that.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what? I know that that's meant to be an insult, but Kingpin's still a relevant character, so you know what? What the fuck? I'll take it.
Kingpin's
I
not.
shall take it.
The thing is, Kingpin's not fat.
In the cartoon, in the animated series, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Fat and
he wasn't
bald.
fat. No, he wasn't
fat, bald, and 6'6", I think.
No, he was not fat. He said it himself. when Spider-Man punched him, he deflected him. He's like, approximately 2% of my body weight is fat. The rest is 350 pounds of solid muscle.
Can we just agree that I have a spare tire the size of a tractor truck and move on, please? Jeez.
No, hold on.
Can't do self-deprecating humor around you boys. Jeez.
No.
Can't allow to self-deprecate.
Then how come he has a gut?
That's just muscle right there. Pure muscle. I am not kidding.
Okay, then moving on to our main event.
Yeah, main event. War games, and a proper war games at that. 2 rings, 1 gigantic cage. 4 dudes just wanted to kick the crap out of each other. They went 47-10, and it was Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe. They won against the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole, baby! 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 Well, there you go. So that happened. That's a thing that happened. And it was glorious.
Don't get me wrong.
Of course, the story of this match seemed to be that the Babyface team seemed to have problems deciding who was going to come out of the cage first, because every time he got called, they kept on fighting to see who got out, most notably Pete Dunne, who kept losing.
Because it was Pete Dunne, who is admittedly a cruiserweight. Sorry, Pete. But compared to the War Raiders, compared to War Machine, teeny tiny guy.
Yes, it's
teeny tiny guy.
Also, then came the fact that once all the members of the Undisputed Era were out, they put their lock onto the Babyface's cage, so they had to go backstage and get bolt cutters in order to get Pete Dunne out of his cage.
Yes, indeed. And this match lived up to the War Games title.
Oh, it lived up to the hype.
Yeah, like Ricochet, anyone?
Yes.
Ricochet. That's all you need to say. Ricochet, everyone goes, ooh, and we move on.
War Raiders showing that they can move just as fast as anyone else.
Row. Just
Ray Rowe. And you know somewhere in the back, Sarah Logan was licking her lips. Like, that's my man. I go home to that. And somewhere...
Moving right along.
But you know my absolute favorite part of this match? All the crazy spots aside, was towards the end. When you had Ricochet, Dunne, and the War Raiders in one ring, and the Undisputed Era
the literal line in the sand.
And they were just yelling insults at each other. They were holding each other up onto each other. They were all battered and broken, and then they just slowly made their way to the edge of the ring, shouting expletives at each other. They all got in the steel patrician at the same time, and then they just went ham on each other.
They just beat the piss out of each other.
It was at that point that I was expecting Pete Dunne to go heel and join the Undisputed Era himself.
I was expecting a heel turn. I was expecting like a Bullet Club invasion somewhere in there.
No, not that.
I know, but you get the idea. I was trying to,
Babe,
I was expecting something.
You're both a bunch of tossers. You really think I join with a bunch of pansies like the Undisputed Era, especially that big girl, Roddy Strong?
Well, you're all pure wrestlers, so I thought you'd make a good team.
Oh, I'm a pure wrestler. He's pure wrestling shite.
Fair enough. By the way, Pete, your Roderick Strong needs work.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Pete, don't deny it.
Pete Dunne has no memory of this.
And to a post in the chat, yeah, Sarah Logan is engaged to Ray Rowe.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought she was engaged to Hanson.
Nope, Raimundo Rowe.
Oh, okay, my bad.
By the way, thank you for the hosts. I did not catch the name, but thank you very much for the hosts. The little dinger.
The great,
off telling me that someone was hosting
Popo. The great Lord Popo.
Pepper. Anyways, is it time to rate this card?
5 out of 5.
Same. 5.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
5.
We don't even need to rate it. It's 5 out of goddamn 5. This is pay-per-view of the year easily.
To put this into perspective, Simon Miller this is the only pay-per-view the entire year where Simon Miller did not give a single down.
What was this golden up?
It was either Dream Chompers or Gargano Black. I can't remember.
I don't think there's going to be argument for either one. They both were great matches. My match of the year, my match of the night happened to be the NXT title match. But again, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue what you think. You know what I mean?
You could literally throw a 3-sided coin. You could literally throw a coin between those two matches, and you'd be happy with either result. Either one is capable of being match of the year.
Yes. Now, from what will probably be on the best list to something that will more than likely be on the worst list. Just for the sake of expedience, I'm going to ignore all the names of the 10-on-10 tag match that was the pre-show, simply because we are going to be here all night if I read the entire goddamn list.
Matty, this show doesn't deserve that honor.
Besides, if you talk to WWE, it didn't count. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole thing was an exercise in fucked up booking. I will tell you everything that happened by saying Raw won.
There were not bad. There wasn't any bad matches on the card. It's just the results.
The result, yeah. To paraphrase what Shade says when he quotes Glass Reflection, Arcada from a Glass Reflection. The match could be the very greatest thing in the world, but the ending is paramount.
Yeah, it's like movies. Really, a movie can be really, really good, but an ending can shit on it.
Yeah. I'm going to read these matches. We're not going to review either one of them because if WWE's going to flat out tell us we don't care, it's not going to happen. Why should we waste our time and effort on it? Other than just saying what happened. Team SmackDown, they won over Team Raw. By the way, that was the one. And guess what? The plan was Raw was supposed to win, and no one got the memo in time. Apparently, allegedly. Team Raw, the 5-on-5 Survivor Series match for the ladies. Team Raw won. It was Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina Bailey, and Sasha Banks with Alexa Bliss as a quote-unquote captain. I feel bad for Alexa Bliss, by the way. We'll get that in the third. Taking on Team SmackDown, Naomi, Carmella, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and Mandy Rose. Seth Rollins took on Shinsuke Nakamura. He won, but it was, well, let's be honest, good match.
Yeah, good match.
Good match.
Needed a better build-up, but good match.
Needed a better build-up, and this never got beyond the second gear, unfortunately, which is sad for the amount of time they got, but all things considered, this was good. Not great. AOP defeated The Bar.
Probably the worst match of the night.
For a lot of reasons.
Did we really need Rockstar Spud to piss himself?
Look, he pissed himself. It's hilarious.
And people are going to remember that more than the actual match. So,
well,
this is literally the one piece of continuity they kept from the fucking pay-per-view, by the way.
And
no one got fired from SmackDown. Braun Strowman allegedly got his match against Corbin, and he's gonna get his match against Lesnar if he wins against Corbin. And guess what? He's gone with bone spurs, so that's thrown out the fucking window.
Mm-hmm.
The one good match, or probably match of the night, Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. Buddy Murphy retained in 12:20. Excellent match from the
I would
two.
have honestly liked, like I said with the women's match, just like that. I would have liked 5 more minutes with this one for Ali to get more offense in, because this really was a showcase for Buddy Murphy more than anything else.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
I can understand that, because this was his very first title defense, and he needed to establish himself.
Yeah.
So, and especially coming after Cedric's rather lengthy title reign, which started at WrestleMania and just ended now. So, it just really ended at the last pay-per-view. So, I can kind of see why they were booking it the way they did.
I think it could have used an extra 5 minutes. I will agree to that. A more balanced match with Buddy Murphy getting, like, instead of like 70-30 on the offense ratio, probably 60-40 would have worked better. That's probably my one gripe, but it was still a great match. Team Raw.
Like, as far as performances go, like, if you may want to spend a little bit of time talking about this match.
Sure, we may as well.
Like, there were some spots where I was just like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck? Because, like, especially Buddy Murphy shoving Ali off the turnbuckle into the barricade.
Oh, twice, by the way.
And that Spanish fly off the announce table to the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, if the crowd did not know who these guys were walking into it, they made damn sure they knew who they were walking out.
They were hype. They got into this match.
They did.
For good reason.
Los Angeles was given a good cruiserweight title match. That is for sure. For the men's Survivor Series match, Team Raw, obviously they won. It was Ziggler, McIntyre, Braun, Finn, and Bobby. Taking on with Baron Corbin in their Team SmackDown, Miz, Shano, Ray, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy, who all 5 of those men, 4 out of the 5 men in the SmackDown team deserved better.
Yeah.
Especially Joe.
Jesus Christ.
Has that guy won a pay-per-view match this year?
No. Now that I think about it, no.
Now I've been hearing rumors that Joe may still kind of be injured, but those are just rumors. And yes,
rumors and hearsay.
Joe deserved a lot better than this.
Yeah. Ronda Rousey defeated Charlotte Flair by disqualification after Charlotte Flair became Becky Lynch for some dumb fucking reason. Emphasis on the word dumb.
Now, my aversion to Ronda aside, I will give her credit where credit is due. This was by far her best match, bar none.
And
although
her selling
this match kind of became pointless because Ronda no-sold everything on Raw.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that was my biggest gripe. She's got a big fucking... I'm with V1 from OSW Review. On Twitter, he literally got, like, turned off by it because she's walking around slapping people's hands when she should be and smiling when she should be frowning or be limping at the very least. Limp!
Yeah,
limp!
The perfect example of how to... Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'd say the best wrestler I've ever seen sell after a pay-per-view has consistently always been Kevin Owens. Every time he gets beaten up at a pay-per-view, the next show he shows up, he's always limping, always barely walking. He's like, my everything, because he's aware, I just got a beat down a few days ago. I should make sure I sell that so that way...
I should at least limp.
Yeah, he always does that. It's amazing.
Or better yet, Shane McMahon sold his match at Survivor Series well, and he didn't take a tenth of the damage that Ronda got from that ass whooping she got from Charlotte.
Because he understands that Shane understands that even at his age, he's not Superman.
Yeah.
He is a human being. He's a normal human being.
Yeah, at the end of the match where Miz is like, do another coast to coast, and he's like, okay, I can do this. He just takes like 5 minutes to get over to the corner, takes forever to get to the top. Okay, I can tell you this. Oh shit, that's Braun. Dead.
Yeah. Ronda sold great night of the pay-per-view, but the night after should have... This is obviously rookie mistake number 1. 101. This is like rookie mistakes 101, but...
Especially in that match she had with friggin' Mickey James. Like, Mickey James in a previous match she had with Ronda showed herself to be very competitive against her at 100%. So Mickey should have been whooping her ass, but instead Ronda beat her handedly. And only after the match did she start selling her injuries. I'm like, so what? Who did you learn selling from? John Cena?
Oh, that's low blow to John Cena there.
I just have no idea why nobody would go up to Ronda and tell her, hey, you just took this epic beatdown. Like, the thing that annoyed me the most is the fact that Charlotte did the spot where she put the chair on Ronda's neck and stomped on the chair. To me, that's...
Why is she talking?
Yeah, like, to
in
me,
the
that's...
first place?
Nobody... yet. Why is she still on TV?
Yeah, to me, that's you're off TV for 2 weeks minimum.
Yeah. Even Dean Ambrose...
At the very least, you're talking... very softly. You're not showing. Hi, everybody. You're talking. Well, forgive me. I just got a chair around my throat yesterday, so I'm just gonna talk. But I'm still gonna defend it. I'm the best woman in the world. I'm gonna prove it by defending it tonight. Because even on my worst day, I'm still the best in the world. And
there's a reason why she not only got her ass handed to her by Charlotte, but is now consistently getting her ass handed to her on Twitter by the man.
I feel bad for Becky, by the way.
Yeah, she
because now her gimmick,
she still has yet to be cleared.
She has yet to be cleared, 1, and 2. Charlotte Flair just flat out wholesale stole the entire character. But like the $100,000 fine. I did the beat up and it felt good. She beat up the Iconics. No.
At the very least, this does put Charlotte in a more natural role because she is a lot better at doing the whole aggressive character and then being the wholesome baby face that they were having her do.
That is very true.
And also, somebody needs to tell Ronda that Becky Lynch isn't sitting at home out of her own volition.
I don't understand what Ronda's tweets are even supposed to mean, because it's like, no, she's got a concussion. Well, what do you mean she's sitting this out? You're sounding like a stupid person.
This is almost these insults are sounding almost as stupid as your millennial comments.
And they sound like, and most of those tweets sound like they've been pre-packaged, pre-written, and all you have to do is copy and paste those. Which, by the way, any sane sports person will tell you, yeah, I'm going to let her heal because I'm not going to punch her head off and kill her in 2 punches because she's got a fucking concussion.
She's not staying at home by choice. They won't allow her to wrestle.
Hell, even she said, it's like, even she's more pissed. Even Becky's pissed off about it. She wants to fight. She can't.
Anyways,
and then... J-Dub.
I had to do it at least once tonight. We don't have any emails.
He's got a point.
Fair enough. But it did not deserve that amount of breath.
It was probably the best Brock Lesnar match we're ever going to get.
And yet Brock still won. Your point?
And it was still subpar.
I will say, anyways, Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's mannerisms were amazing as usual.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan was the star of this match.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this was supposed to be Brock Lesnar's match, and Daniel Bryan went, nope, gonna drink the milkshake, motherfucker.
But just think about it, man. If this was Brock 10 years ago, this would have been a 5-star classic.
This would have been a 5-star classic going 30 fucking minutes. It only went 1850.
And half of that, DB was getting his ass handed to him wholesale.
Yeah.
And
can I just forget about the fact that this is the main event? Just go to the fact that they just buried the show that's going to be on the Fox network in 2019.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
Odd? I call it fucking stupid.
The whole SmackDown as a whole got utterly buried.
And there wasn't
$1 billion. Hey, guess what? You're getting the B show, Rupert Murdoch.
I just have no idea, because there isn't really that much in the way of storyline consequences either.
No.
No storyline consequences. If you made the people who are going to be on the show that's going to be on the Fox fucking network look like absolute shit.
And you want to know what's even worse? This show not only made SmackDown look bad, it made the entire main roster tag division look bad.
Yeah, because
Made the tag division look bad. Made the main event for Raw look bad.
Because Daniel Bryan could have got his ass handed to him wholesale by freaking Brock Lesnar, and he showed up to his show. Where's Brock? What's Brock gonna do? Where is he? Oh yeah, he's too busy wearing a corpse around his belt at home, jerking off his conqueror dick or something. I don't know, but he sure is not on.
He's
on
probably
Raw.
fucking Sable for the third time tonight.
Yep. And he'll put as about as much effort into that as he does in his matches these days.
I'd wager he probably puts more effort into that, but that's,
Good luck telling the difference.
Also, you were up with the reference. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
It's my milkshake. I'm going to drink it up. It's my milkshake now.
I'm going to drink it with this straw.
Thank you, Daniel Day-Lewis.
And thank you to whoever portrayed him on
And then I'm
SNL.
going to take this chip and eat it.
Who's the person that portrayed him on SNL?
He just won an Emmy for Best Actor in a
Anyways, while you try to solve that conundrum, I give this show a 2 out of 5.
That's fucking generous, and you know
That's only because the wrestling itself was good,
Yeah.
but it was bogged down by creative decisions.
No amount of good wrestling can save shitty booking. None.
I'm gonna give this a 1.5, and that half belongs solely to Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali. They took the spot that was given to them, and they just said to themselves, "Somebody call the cops. We're about to steal the show," and they did.
And they damn near did too.
It's the match, like T-Dub said, the matches were good. There really wasn't any I'd call terrible. It's just the fucking booking. And afterward, I just came out of this just feeling like just so drained, just so exhausted, so that my lack of interest and caring about Raw right now is at an all-time low.
Here's how much I cared about this. The big reason why I blew through it, other than I just wanted to get through because we've been at it for about an hour now. I watched the single matches, and that's it. That's all I needed to watch. That's all I wanted to watch.
Okay.
And even from that, 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
And that 1 point is solely on Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali because they had a great match. Match of the night easily. And that's over Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura, who should have had at least a third or fourth gear in there with the time they got.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks that the even sadder part is this is Survivor Series. This is one of the big four, one of your big four pay-per-views that has been going on for the last 20 years or so. It should have been better than this.
It's either very pedestrian with a couple of sprinkling good matches or downright controversial. And they don't have, like, the sweet spot. Oh, by the way, during the AOP versus the bar thing, Enzo Amore tried to hijack the fucking show. That's how bad the thing was. He got yanked out, by the way. We'll you know what? Since we don't have an emails and segment thing, we're going to, before we take a break and actually go to the actual good news and actually talk about the good shit, I'm going to do What the Wrestling Fuck. Let's do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that segment of the show we lovingly ripped off of National Radio Dead Air. We're going to take a look at a piece of wrestling news presented before you and ask, what the wrestling fuck? And you won't believe it, folks. This is a follow-up from the airplane story last week. And for those who did not know what we're talking about here, Enzo Amore got kicked off a Delta Airlines flight last week for vaping, for refusing to stop vaping. And that flight was to Los Angeles, California, where the Staples Center is. He got his ticket. He went to Survivor Series, hard camera center, did his whole remove, and had the worst disguise ever. Like, you could see his fucking face.
People were tweeting that picture.
Yeah. And not just him as an idiot, just him in a shitty wig and a hoodie. And during the AOP bar match, strips the whole thing off, reveals a "I'm doing great, how you doing" parody shirt, does his chick, gets yanked off, injures a fan, though good news is all she needed was an ice pack and she was A-okay, from what we've been told, or what we've read. You want to know why he did that stupid-ass thing that will more than likely get him blackballed from WWE for the rest of his fucking life? To promote his shitty rap concert the very next night. You want to know how I know that? Flyers to every car in the damn parking lot. Come see Real One, a.k.a. the former Enzo Amore, at Whiskey A Go Go. So yeah, this was a half-hearted, shitty attempt to plug a shitty rap concert. And folks, this is where I get to laugh at Adam, because even that didn't fucking work. Attendance, maximum occupancy for Whiskey A Go Go, 500. Actual attendance for the shitty rap show, 80. 80. I'm smiling. I'm ear to ear right now because that garbage person does not deserve any success anymore.
And Mike Shell says his whiskey should go away.
Thank you, Mike Shell.
Also, the woman who threw him out of the arena is the same woman who tackled Gronk.
Yeah, the same lady who kept Gronk from actually interfering because storylines, and she didn't know because she didn't get the memo because kayfabe is still a thing apparently. Well, she redeemed herself by tackling an actual douchebag.
Well, she did. She tackled two douchebags.
Well, okay, Gronk was, but she wasn't supposed to tackle the first douchebag. But she was still doing her job, to be fair.
Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself.
Okay, I know it's Rob Gronkowski, fair enough, but the first time was not supposed to be. But
are you going to argue with me and Shin about this?
Well, Shin's not in the call. Well, he had the BRB, but he'll be back.
I guarantee you, Shin will be on my side.
I'm not going to disagree that Rob Gronkowski of the New England Patriots is a fucking douchebag. I'm not going to argue that valid point, because it is a very valid point. I'm just going to argue that the lady wasn't supposed to tackle the douchebag because it was supposed to be a part of the show. That absolves with the fact that he's an actual douchebag. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to argue that...
All I will say right now is that Lisa deserves an award.
Yes. Yeah. The point I was trying to make is the lady redeemed herself by tackling a second douchebag who was actually being a douchebag. Is that fair enough?
Sure. Let's go with that.
So yeah, Enzo Amore, douchebag. Got what he deserved. Not only is he banned from WWE, he's blackballed from that. Staples Center has strict orders to never admit him to anything ever again. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless they pay Staples Center a shitload of money And so Amore will never play the MSG of the West. And for those saying the Cow Palace, well, I don't think even the Cow Palace would have him either.
Nope.
But he can't play the Staples Center either. I'm smiling in your ear right now, and you have no idea. Fucking karma right there, Bubba. The chat's going nuts in there. I'm not going to read everything, but you get the idea. Anyway, we have no emails, so it's already 11:01, so we don't have too much time. I will, however, say, if you do feel like sending an email or comment to the Wrestle-Cast, you can send that to Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. Once again, the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. Welcome back, Shin.
Hello.
Anyway, we're about to, I'm actually just going to lower this here, because we would have some time for, you want to take a couple of questions? Real quick, while we're here.
Well, we got a lot of news to get to.
We do. I pick up any cow patties. Good, Mike. Mike Shell. You can't even get into the Cow Palace to pick up any cow pot patties.
Cow patties.
Yeah, cow pass. Anyway, we're talking about Enzo Amore being the douche, and the same lady that tackled Gronk was okay. So Gronk was still a douche, but wrong douche to tackle at that point.
Yeah, and he was helping out another douche.
Wait, are you insinuating that Zack Ryder is a douche?
Well, no, he was helping out Mojo.
Ah, okay, fair enough. That was another douche. Fair enough.
Where is Mojo anyway?
Doing jack point shit. Get up, check your mic.
What?
Your mic's acting up. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those wondering where Mojo Rawley is, doing nowhere, doing nothing. Anyway. Not looking like we're going to get any questions, so I'm just going to straight up say it's, we're going to take a break. Pretty much. We'll be right back, do some news. And some winners and some losers, and when we come back, all that will happen. So don't go too far. We'll be right back, folks.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Stone Cold Steve Austin for 1-800-COLLECT.
I'm not talking to you. What did I do? You're so insensitive. Dial 0 when you called me last night. Should have dialed 1-800-COLLECT. It would have saved me a bundle. How do you think it makes me feel?
Next time I use 1-800-COLLECT, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Me neither. Dial 1-800-COLLECT or else.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Hello, wrestling fans. Colt Cabana coming to you live from the 1 Hour Tease Arena in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. The pro wrestling action has been great so far. As you can see, Joey really dominating the ring so far. There's a beautiful belly-to-back suplex. And uh-oh. Looks like Joey's shirt has been ripped.
What's up with that? You ripped my shirt.
Let's go check an instant replay, see exactly what happened. There you can see Joey's shirt ripped from the collar, and that's not good when you're trying to wear your pro wrestling t-shirt.
Man, you ripped my shirt. It's my only shirt. Joey.
Hey, looks like Ryan from 1 Hour Tees just threw Joey Ryan a brand new t-shirt.
Thanks, Pro Wrestling Tees.
ProWrestlingTees.com, over 3,000 wrestling t-shirts designed and sold by pro wrestlers. Wrestlers such as Steve Austin, CM Punk, Macho Man, Mick Foley, DDP, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, Colt Cabana, Joey Ryan, Cliff Compton, and the entire Bullet Club. All stores owned by pro wrestlers. Support pro wrestling today and visit ProWrestlingTees.com.
And we're back here on the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment, BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, live on Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment, Matty Jay and TWK. And the offer of the following book that's on your screen if you're watching the stream right now, New World by Greg Haynes, Shin Tiger Curl.
I would afford the book, but I'm really strong and I'm too poor. I guess I'll sell backbreakers for a living, but people won't pay me enough because I suck at backbreakers. Backbreaker, 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 backbreaker.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, tell Pete he needs to work on his Roddy Strong. Too high pitched.
No, he's learning.
Hey, practice makes perfect. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
anyway, Nick Gage doesn't come out to Last Resort last time I checked, right?
No, that's Nick Mondo.
That's Nick Mondo. Still, Nick Gage beat the crap out of fucking poor David Arquette. Oh.
He knew what he was getting himself into.
Oh, a death match with Nick Gage. He cut his throat. He panicked like any normal human being would.
I take back nearly every bad thing I've ever said about David Arquette after that.
Me
do you take back
too.
What you said about do you take back what you said about his mustache?
That I will not take back. In order for that to happen, he will have to have fought a 30-minute Japanese strong style match against Minoru Suzuki.
I knew that was coming.
There it is.
Every time.
I loved you in Friends. Now I choke you out.
Was David Arquette ever even in Friends? Did he ever appear on that show?
I don't think. Well, as a guest, maybe.
Possibly. I choke you out.
Anyways, big news of the week.
Yeah, great. The Lord Popo brought up.
Braun Strowman's injured.
Yeah, well, let's actually. Lord Popo brought up something else. We'll table that for a few seconds and talk about Braun Strowman's actual injury. And no, he's not out for his knees. Turns out that injury spot that happened on Monday during the Baron Corbin trying to be a fucking heel because no one's gonna hate him for hating him. I mean, I don't know. He's a fucking douche. Anyway. That spot with the stairs, that was to disguise an actual injury to that very same elbow, bone spurs. He underwent successfully surgery. He's out 2 to 4 weeks, which kind of makes it really close for TLC.
But tight. It's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be tight.
You know who else helped put him out? My man, Bobby Lashley.
Who is working with a bum shoulder, so yeah.
But his bum shoulder is money. His bum leg is money. His bum head is money. Let's all cheer for Lashley. Lashley! Lashley! Lashley!
Shin, if he doesn't get away from your microphone right now, I'm having Pete Dunne choking him.
Hey, Leo Rush. Lashley's outside. He's doing squats. Let me go see that. Lashley. Lashley. That'll keep him occupied. That'll keep him occupied for like 10 minutes.
Anyways, well, I just had to look up what Lord Popo sent the chat in. Yeah, it looks like Hiromu Takahashi does not have a return schedule at all.
Yeah,
and,
they were keeping it hush hush. And I actually read this on the way from work today, And for those who don't know, he suffered a really bad bump on his neck, and the original idea he's out for a year now. They don't even know if that's even accurate, to the point where the word is he might be done. Period. Which that just makes it even sadder.
That happened at Dominion, didn't it?
No, that was not a Dominion. No, I believe it was a house show.
No, it was one of the bigger shows.
Yeah, it was. I remember it happening. It was was it one of the American shows?
No.
I know it was at a big show that it happened.
I know it was one of the big tours towards one of the big shows.
I was right.
San Francisco G1.
It was an American show. Okay.
I'm trying to remember what the bump was.
It was the Dragon. It was the Phoenixplex.
Yeah, it was a
Oh God! Yeah, and he made it out of the match with. At that point, we thought he looked good, but he finished the match.
Yeah, well, Taz finished the match with a broken neck, so amazing.
That adrenaline will do wonders, folks. Not gonna lie.
But if he's done, then that's just a tragedy right there.
That's just this. Takahashi is one of those guys that's been on the up and up forever.
Yeah, the guy was in many ways the heart and soul of Lij.
Yeah, he was probably the most popular guy in Lij after Naito.
Yeah, easily. Because he had just this huge amount of charisma, and he was able to get a doll over. A stuffed plush, he was able to get that over.
We'll never see Daryl again. Unless Evil decides to carry it to the ring.
That would be nice. Nice little tribute.
That would be nice, actually.
Yep. Decked out in his Grim Reaper outfit, the hood, the scythe, and carried in his arms, Daryl.
Yeah.
With a mini hood and scythe in his hands.
So yeah, best of luck to his. I hope he does recover. Of course, bad news doesn't stop there, as Jim Duggan has been hospitalized over the past couple of days.
Thankfully, he's doing better.
Yeah.
He said it himself that he's to leave either today or Monday. So he's doing much better.
And more bad news, because it just, when it rains, it pours. We talked about this earlier. Becky Lynch still has yet to be cleared, and things.
And neither is Alexa Bliss, she's allegedly in worse shape, unfortunately.
Yeah, they both seem to be in concussion limbo at the moment.
And wasn't Alexa also hurt by Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be too down on Nia, but something really needs to be done.
If this turns out that Nia Jax ended 2 careers and fucked up not just Survivor Series but potentially WrestleMania with that punch to Becky Lynch, WWE should have no choice but to send her back to developmental at best.
Yeah. Because
I don't care if she knows The Rock, it's her cousin. You do not cause 2 concussions, or actually 3 concussions if you include Zelina Vega. You don't fuck up that bad without repercussions. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And even though her answer for doing what she did was that somebody in that big kerfuffle last week stiffed her before she stiffed Becky, that's still no
excuse.
No.
And it's the same excuse the fucker with the cinder block did, too, by the way.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that
fucker.
Get to that shit.
Well, we'll get to that motherfucker. Believe you me. It's like, wait a minute, what about a brick? Oh, we will get to that. You know, that fucker don't even deserve what the wrestling fuck. That's just a plain old fuck you, but we'll get to that.
Speaking of brick, somebody who hits like a brick is committed to the main roster, and his name is Lars Sullivan.
Love his takeover entrances. That entrance is going to look badass on the main roster. We don't know we don't know which side he's going to be on, but he's going to go to a side and whip a whole lot of ass.
Send him to SmackDown.
Yeah, Raw already has Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be redundant with Lars there.
Yeah.
And Big Show is pretty much on his way out. So his career is kind of winding down. SmackDown needs a nice, big, beefy monster motherfucker.
Yeah, at this point, Big Show is just the bar's manager, essentially. Their enforcer, if you will.
Yeah. Their bodyguard and let's put it this way, as Roddy Piper would say, this is my bodyguard called Ace.
Yeah, essentially that's what he is at this point.
Yeah.
By the way, remember when I said that you haven't heard the last of Kaita Murray?
Yes.
Well, him and Eli Everfly defeated The Miz and Shane McMahon this week.
Oh.
He did.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Matty D and myself, when I saw that, our hearts fluttered. Eli Everfly is a regular for C4 Wrestling, so...
I call him Johnny No Legs.
You call him Johnny No Legs, but them no legs can make him fucking fly, boy.
That's a joke from the Goodfellas. I showed it to Tika. There was me and Tommy and Nikki, and there was Pete the Killer. There was Jimmy the Wop, and then there was Jimmy No Legs. We called him Jimmy No Legs because he was so short. It's like he had no legs.
Aha. And poor Popo, I know Lars Sullivan is going to make him their bitch. I'm just saying a lot of asses are going to be whipped. That's all I'm saying.
Lars versus Joe.
Oh, according to Pugsley, Lars... Let's see. Lars said on a forum page ago that Stephanie McMahon was wank material, which is... Why?
Oh, you know... This is one of those old tweet businesses from, like, years ago.
That's still kind of... Why would you say that ever?
And why would you dig that up to fuck up a poor man's career, for God's sakes?
It's not untrue. What? I find Stephanie McMahon hot. Sue me.
I am unable to.
We're just gonna move on.
Yes, let's do that.
Right along.
Moving on up to the east side.
Anyway, guys interested in some POC news?
Yes.
Got an article from NoDQ here. Instagram Q&A former WB star Neville. This is from NoDQ.com. POC, he spoke about why he left WB. Then he was asked if he hated the company. He said, quote, "No, they gave me the opportunity to shine, and shine I did. The lads over there are great, but they ran out of ideas for me, so I left." And I added that I disagree. He added that he end quote. Yeah, that he disagreed with how he was booked. Now, speaking of the human garbage person of Enzo Amore, he said, someone asked, "Did you really hate him?" I was like, he said, Pac said, and I quote, "It wasn't really Enzo why I left. I don't hate the lad. Just he was just annoying backstage, and putting the title on him was bad, especially beating me. It was worth more than being jobbed out to jobbers. That's why I left." When asked if he missed anything from WB, stated they missed anything from WB. I was like, "I miss the lads. He missed the boys." Aw. Regarding Vince McMahon, Pac stated that he is a quote powerful man. Won't say much though. He'd sue me 4 times in a row. Isn't that telling right there?
He probably has better things to say about Trips.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the feeling with a lot of the NXT guys that, according to Sasha, amongst the NXT, the people coming from NXT, they feel it's easier to talk to Triple H than it is to Vince, because Trips just feels like a father to them. And like Sasha said, she could shake Vince McMahon's hand, but she'd give Triple H a hug. So.
Because I'm everyone's daddy.
So for those wondering what AJ Styles is doing, he's just working on a new deal with WWE. He wants to stick around, but just on a deal like what Randy Orton has, where all the TV tapings, some live events, but mostly home to be with the family.
And did anybody see that clip from his 360 show?
365. I actually watched the entire thing, as a matter of fact.
I have not watched any of that.
I haven't watched it either, but someone posted a clip of it where they were shooting a segment after AJ's match with Brock last year, and Paul told AJ to just stay off camera for a little bit, and while they record this bit.
Yeah, he said, "Stick around. I want you to hear what I'm saying."
Yeah, and
Paul put him over like that. It's like that's awesome.
He's just gushed about AJ Styles right when he was right off camera. It's like, I was a fan of AJ Styles before it was cool to like AJ Styles. And you could see AJ's eyes just welling up a little bit because
Paul Heyman giving him like the ultimate good promo for him.
One of the greatest managers and promo cutters, one of the greatest minds in professional wrestling, a legend in his own right. And here he is singing the praises of a guy his client just beat up. And you could see it meant a lot to AJ.
Yeah. And also during that tour of Japan last year, torn hamstring. Yeah. I actually watched the whole thing, and ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, he's one of us when it comes to gaming. Ooh, he got the bug bad, boys.
Except when it comes to Jaguar CD.
Yeah, he bought the Jaguar CD.
And now the Jaguar CD, and now his nuts are like the Jaguar CD. Completely destroyed and non-functional.
There was a montage on Facebook, one of those that the minute they realized this is a copyright song, and they was like automatically muted, but montage of all the low blows in his career.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was set to. I saw it on Twitter. It was set to the. I think it's called 1812 Overture or something like that.
That's it. Bum, 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 boom, boom.
Yeah, you know what I want to see eventually. AJ comes back from wherever he is, and he's in his lone AJ persona from TNA when he was all depressed and lonely and shit.
Evil Ways AJ.
Evil Ways AJ. Yeah.
And in the Evil Ways AJ, he's like, I had to leave. I had to go back and train with someone I knew from a long time ago, and now I'm better, stronger than ever, and I'm gonna get my title back. Now I want you to meet my mentor. Famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
Oh God!
Joey just comes strutting out, and it's such a contrast between Joey's sleaziness and Evil Ways AJ's over seriousness.
I thought you were going to go with Wes Briscoe.
Nope. And then Shinsuke, for no reason, comes out, and he tries to give him a low blow, but breaks his arm.
Oh God!
Because
eventually it's gonna happen where they're gonna go for a low blow and he goes nope, and it's like a steel cup a la Bret Hart with a chest.
No, his dick will just be that powerful thanks to training from famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan. I stayed with famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan for 3 grueling months, along with him and his hot wife.
No God!
Now. My dick can take anything the WWE can dish out at it.
Including Shinsuke's pinchasas.
So, since you just brought up Impact, let's head on down to the zone of Impact. This week we had the 2nd annual Eli Drake Gravy Train Turkey Trot.
It's like Thanksgiving was made for Eli Drake.
I know, right?
Some of the tag team partners were quite surprising, as on one of the teams we had Disco Inferno.
Yeah.
And on the other team, one of the members was Kikutaro.
Oh, by the way, Don Callis was burying poor Glenn Gilberti on commentary.
I loved it. I was here for that. I was so here for that. I could not stop laughing. It was one of the best that was one of the best burials I've ever heard in my entire time watching pro wrestling, because it was nothing but 20 minutes of burial.
It's a shit. It would have only been better if they gotten Alex Wright to tag with him.
Oh, good Lord.
Alex Wright doesn't deserve that.
No. No, he does not. Poor guy.
No. Don Callis just burying just Disco Inferno, and then says glowing things about Alex Wright. Every time Alex Wright tags in, Alex Wright is the best. You know they call him Das Wunderkind in German. That's it. He's the future of this business. Tags in Disco Inferno. Fuck Disco Inferno. He's trash. He's nothing. He's a has-been. The only reason
at one point, Josh Matthews is like, well, there's Glenn Gilberti, and then just like that, you just hear Don Callis go, "What a douche."
Hard to believe one of my friends hates Don Callis.
Nevertheless, the match ends with Fallah Bahh pinning Disco Inferno, so he had to wear the turkey suit, which was amazing.
So basically, Glenn Gilberti wears a turkey suit, and Don Callis jizzes his pants on how. Wait, I got to roast him some more?
Yeah. This is. So, from now on, the best Thanksgiving tradition in pro wrestling is not Survivor Series. It is the Eli Drake Gravy Train Turkey Trot.
And it has to be a tradition for Don Callis to roast Disco Inferno. This has to happen
every year.
By the way, I should note that Kikutaro actually got a pop during his entrance.
Las Vegas, we love you for that.
Nice.
Very nice.
So yeah, hopefully Eli Drake sticks around for at least one more year so we can get one more year of this greatness.
Please, one more turkey trot.
Yeah, as also on the show is announced that on January 6th for the homecoming show in Nashville, Tennessee, the Ultimate X is returning.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Any idea who's going to be in it?
I would say Desmond Xavier probably is going to be one of the people in it.
Okay.
Well, he showed off with some really good flippy stuff during this match. Jesus Christ, it's athletic.
Good flippy shit.
Also, they seem to have repackaged him a bit with his tag team partners called the Rascals, which are basically a group of potheads.
Ah.
Rascals.
Also, one of the bigger stories this week in the news of pro wrestling is a new promotion featuring the Elite.
Yeah, so this is just speculation, but Dave Meltzer is going about it. So basically, a thing out of Jacksonville, Florida, famous football guy, owner, whatever. A lot of copyrights and patents were filed under the name AEW, aka All Elite Wrestling. And this is where we should probably mention that most of the contracts with the Elite, with New Japan and Ring of Honor, are ending this or next year. Basically, the rumor has it Cody Rhodes and a bunch of the Elite are going to start their own company. This is the rumor. And it's got so much hype to it that they got Jericho and Ross answering questions about it, going, this is heresy, we don't have anything, we don't know anything. To the point where if this works, there are people in WWE whose contracts are ending this or next year, or early next year, that they might actually jump at the chance to join this new promotion.
If they got as much hype as they say they do and as much confidence as they do, I think they get at least half of 205 Live and partially maybe partial SmackDown and Raw.
Well, they can get a lot of SmackDown from Raw, especially.
Oh yeah.
Hell, with the way things are going right now, I would not be surprised if we see the revival on that new program, because they don't really have a reason to stay at this point.
No, they don't. You know, I could see Anderson and Gallows leaving too.
Yeah, WWE really needs to use these guys, or they're gonna lose them.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
This is where I'm like, I choose not to believe it until it shows on Being the Elite. To be honest.
Maybe that's what the countdown timer is all about.
Maybe that's what the countdown timer is. A lot of it is an aversion to the Young Bucks' own contract ending. That would be my bet as well. But this is one of those moments where I'm like, 2019 is going to be a very interesting year.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of news that sort of ties into 2019.
Yeah.
Fire Pro DLC is coming out. We got the Fire Pro Promoter DLC coming out in December. And sometime in 2019, we're getting Junior Heavyweight DLC, including a Junior Heavyweight story mode.
Ooh.
Nice.
T-Dub, that game's $20 on Steam right now.
That it is.
I just turned into a guy I don't know whose name is right now. I can't think of
Ozzy
it right
Osbourne.
now. No, not that guy.
You sound like Ozzy Osbourne.
No, not Ozzy Osbourne.
Months of waiting and
Sorry.
The fuck?
Sorry, I was checking something right quick. I was checking PCW.
Are you trying to turn into Jeff Goldblum?
No, I'm trying to. I'm just checking out PCW.
No, I'm talking to Matty.
No. I'm trying to think of the name there. I turned into someone else there.
Nevertheless, I am looking forward to this DLC coming out very soon.
Yes, and I want $20. $20 Canadian. I want it.
Yes. And
I want it real bad.
And now Matty is Peg Bundy from Married with Children. And I showed Matty that clip earlier, and that is him.
I have not seen that clip yet.
Basically, at the end of one episode, Peggy was telling herself she had to buy food. She had to buy food. She stops at this window and sees this giant gold statue of a man, and he starts whispering to her, "Buy me. Buy me."
She's like, "No, I have to buy food."
And he turns and looks at her and is like, "Buy me." Okay. That's Matty right now.
I love that show. Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Come together like a force and carriage.
This
good old blue eyes. Amazing how many songs that man has sung in his lifetime.
Let's see some other stuff. Here's some news that Matty wanted to get to. El Cuervo got injured by Ano Demonio via a cinder block to the head.
Yeah, a non-gimmicked, actual cinder goddamn block from the ring above his head, so to the floor where his head was.
Something tells me this guy was trained by New Jack. Because that sounds like some shit New Jack would do.
New Jack won't use a cinder block. He'll just cut someone.
He would cut someone deep.
That too. But it still sounds like something his ass would do. And then he would cut him, just for principle's sake. But yeah, this just goes to show you that if I ever become a professional wrestler, I will never wrestle in Puerto Rico. Because folks down there are crazy.
Just
a little bit, just a tad bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to get battery acid thrown in my face.
Me neither.
But Shin, all the cool kids are doing it.
That's what it was. Jimmy Stewart. Thank you, Mike. I don't know what I'm doing. Jimmy Stewart. What the fuck? Thank you, Mike. I've been looking for. Kevin Spacey did a good impression of that, and yes, I just brought up a guy who's evil, but it's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, Jimmy Stewart is what I was thinking of earlier. So allegedly, the reason why the dumb motherfucker or the evil motherfucker threw a actual legitimate brick to another guy's head was because he was swinging his chairs too hard. You know, Dr. Evil quotes. You know, Dr. Evil finger quotes too hard.
That's still no
Bitch,
excuse.
that's not, asshole, that's not a reason to throw a fucking brick at the back of the side. Dude's head so far it causes a concussion and has like a contusion thing on the back of the head. Fucking surgery was needed to fix that fucking skull.
Also, props to all the promotions out there that immediately ran shows to raise money for his hospital bill.
Good on them.
People go, well, you're capitalizing. Yeah, of course they're capitalizing. People, A, are feeling bad for him, and B, money's not going to them. That's going straight to the poor guy who's going to be like out for like a fucking year.
Yeah, the speed and mobility that these promotions had just to get all this money together that quickly is just amazing. So props to all of them for that.
So, yeah. Fuck this fucking fucker. I vote he's blackballed.
Same.
That's, even if it's a hardcore match, you gotta be fucking safe in there.
He can cash food stamps with Sexy Star now for all I
know. Seems a fitting fate.
Oh, God.
Let's end things off on a good note.
Let's do that.
Tomorrow night, Chikara's Cybernetico show, hosted on Powerbomb TV, I believe.
Yes.
It's going to feature Team Chikara versus Team Beyond.
Ooh.
So it's Chikara Pro versus Beyond Pro Wrestling.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's got to be fun.
Oh, yeah. So if you're a fan of pro wrestling in general, you're going to love that show. And, of course, that's just one of the future matches. But Cybernetico is always a fun time. And I believe this makes it... usually Cybernetico is one of their season finale shows. So if it isn't, then I hope they got a good banger for an ender.
All right. This is what Shannon was referring to here.
Gonna buy food. Gonna buy food.
Buy me.
No.
Buy me.
I have to buy food.
Buy me.
Well. Okay.
There you go. That's what I'm going through right now.
Good old Peggy Bundy.
Yep. Also, Easy would approve of that.
Mm-hmm. Although I have a bit of news, although it's sort of wrestling related, kind of, maybe. Famous actor, star of the Creed series, Michael B. Jordan, has agreed to a match, a full boxing match against Roy Jones Jr.
What?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a contributor for the Daily Show, I believe. No. Oh, wrong guy.
Roy Jones Jr., a.k.a. one of the greatest boxers who ever lived. He's a commentator for HBO Sports. He was in The Matrix Reloaded as one of the captains.
Oh.
And he is still my pick for the most beautiful boxer who ever lived. This guy's speed and precision and surprising power were on another level. Like, he is the only boxer I have ever seen to have knocked a guy out with both hands behind his back.
Okay, what?
He was fighting a guy, and then all of a sudden, he drops his guard, places both of his hands behind his back, weaves in, and then boom, catches him with a right cross, knocks him out.
That's some excellent skill and precision right there.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. back in the day was an absolute monster. There's a lot of people saying that if Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather fought in his prime, Roy would kill him.
I believe that, and I would have loved to have seen that.
Oh, wait a minute. For your edification, if I can find it. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yes, baby. I will.
Mike Shaw points out that out of Roy Jones Jr.'s 66 wins, 47 were by KO.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael B. Jordan is going to get his ass punched.
All right, and
And for those wondering, why ass puncher? You can't kick an ass, and you can't kick someone's ass in boxing.
And I just shared it in the chat. 7 seconds long, but it tells you all you need to know.
Let me just take a gander at this here clip.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Oh, damn!
Told you.
That is
7 seconds
right there.
Wait for it, Matty.
Loading. Jesus Christ! God.
That's some sheer invincibility right there. That's some sheer just cockiness.
Yeah, he was right to be cocky. Roy Jones had incredible reflexes. Like, you can watch it. You can watch videos on this guy all over YouTube. There are compilation videos about him all the time. There are channels. There are boxing channels dedicating whole videos about how damn good and unstoppable Roy Jones Jr. was back in the day. Like, it's just the only other person I know that they talked about like this is Mike Tyson back in the day.
And since people want to share with them, I'll post in the
God, yeah, put that in the Twitch chat. Share that with a class. Good Lord.
Yes,
I'm not going to share it because the last time I shared a boxing thing, yeah, we got deep shit for that. So we're not going to share it there.
Well, that was YouTube. That was YouTube.
Yes, Pugsley, as in Killmonger, is going to try to fight this guy.
Yes.
This your king? This your champion?
This your boxer?
Smack. Smack. But that's my only bit of news.
Is it time for the winners and the losers?
I think it's time for that particular moment of the evening. Let's start with the losers and Shin. Let's start with you. Do we have a D-cell battery in there? Actually,
We got a couple of D-cell battery awards.
All right.
First off goes to, of course, Enzo Amore. I'm gonna put it like this. I got into an argument with somebody about this. How they say that Enzo got people to watch 205 Live. That's true, but they didn't get people to stay watching 205 Live because Enzo was junk in the ring compared to everyone else. And for all those people who are supporters of Enzo Amore and say that the WWE was wrong for shit canning him, I'm not gonna oppose that. But he was still not. There's no reason to bring him back, and this just proves it. If he's willing to go to these lengths just to get fucking attention, that guy is a whore in every sense of the word. And it didn't even work the way he wanted it to. And this is why I don't. This is just every time I try to give him a break, he does some shit like this. And I thought he was finished dealing with professional wrestling. I thought he was done. And this not only makes him look desperate, it makes him look like a liar. So you deserve that one. My other D-Cell Battery Award goes to Survivor Series as a whole. No, wait a minute. You Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, you two sit down, you're cool. Everyone else on that card, you all deserve it. This was supposed to be your big four pay-per-view, and it sucked. It sucked. And it shouldn't have sucked. But as for my overall losers, Raw. Maybe it was because I was still feeling blasé after what happened at Survivor Series, but nowadays I feel nothing watching Raw. I don't feel angry, I don't feel happy, I just feel nothing. I am apathetic to it. Those are my losers for the week.
Eat up.
Let's see. I just give my loser to Survivor Series just because it just felt very inconsequential compared to everything else that happened this week. It was like it didn't even need to happen.
Sounds about right to me. For me, as I pick up a battery that fell onto the floor. Two losers. One, WWE. for all of the obvious reasons. You know, NXT set it up so well for you guys. All you had to do was not shit the bed. And you proceeded to shit the bed. Hard. And Enzo Amore. 80 people. Was it worth getting your ass almost arrested and banned from the Staples Center? Douchebag. Let's do winners.
Yeah, hold on there, lads.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the WB United Kingdom Champion and World's Worst Roderick Strong impersonator. Sorry, bud.
I have no idea what you're bloody talking about.
Moving right along. It's Pete Dunne, everybody. Are you here to hand out all those awards for the Pete Dunne Award for Manly Men Doing Manly Things?
You're pretty damn right. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's on the screen. You may go ahead,
Put them on the
sir.
screen. Right away.
It's on the screen.
All right. Anyway, the first award goes to someone who went above and beyond the call of duty to perform at the absolute excellence that that we expect of him. Me, Pete Dunne. Great. I suppose Ricochet, that bloody flippy dude, is great, and them War Raiders, them big lads are great as well. Second award goes to Becky Lynch for just being fucking nasty and brutal to that girl Ronnie on Twitter. Honestly, if I wasn't so busy being Pete Dunne, I'd show her a good time, that I would. And the third award goes to me again, because one award is not enough for me, Pete Dunne.
Fair enough.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you, Pete Dunne. So for my other winners, I will have to give it to SmackDown for just being better than Raw, including what Big E did to that turkey.
Oh God.
And Randy Orton for just being a creepy bastard. NXT TakeOver for just, well, you all fucking watched it. And if you haven't watched it, what the wrestling fuck is wrong with you? Go out and watch that shit. That is some of the best wrestling you will see all year, maybe all decade. And a final winner goes to the one man who will always be a winner in my heart. And you guys' heart too, and everyone else's heart in the chat, and anyone else on YouTube who is watching this. Stanley Lieber, aka Stan Lee, aka Stan the Man.
Hell yeah!
He
made arguments from here.
He made 95 years of his life excellent. He did what he created. Characters that will still be talked about forever, and he was the impetus for creating the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we have it today. So, without him, we wouldn't be enjoying all these awesome Marvel movies that we love every single year. So, to you, Stanley, Excelsior!
Excelsior, true believer.
I'll drink to that.
Mm-hmm. And those are my winners.
All right, T-Dub.
I'll give my winner to Eli Drake for once again hosting one hell of a turkey trot.
All right. And for me, NXT, obviously. Oh God. Lord Pope on Stanley, best maggot ever.
I'm not.
I think he meant that as a good thing, by the way. NXT, obviously, TakeOver was excellent. The Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa, you will be hearing those names in about a month and a half, I am very sure. And Eli Everfly got a win on The Miz on WWE television. If for those who are followers of independent wrestling, you have a big ass smile on your face, as do I. Eli Everfly won a match on WWE TV. He is set for at least a good year and a half, maybe 2 years if he knows how to stretch it.
Yes, indeed. He pinned a Grand Slam champion this week.
Great Lord Popo, give that Maggot an honorary Pete Dunne award. Is Pete Dunne still around?
Oh, I can't believe I made a mistake there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give my boy Stan Lee a Pete Dunne award for manly men doing manly things, just for being probably the manliest comic book artist of all time.
There you go.
Yeah. Cheers.
There you go. I think he was just confused by just keeping it in wrestling, which we're loose on that as well. Thanks, Pete. All right. That's pretty much it. That's the show. One more time to plug that book. Right, we'll put that on the screen. Great new book called New World by Greg Haynes. That's the guy in the call right over there we had for the last couple hours.
Yes, that's me.
That's yours. It's available on Amazon.com using either your Kindle device or by paperback. Buy a big-ass paperback book.
Yes.
Couple of dollars. Go ahead. Support your local independent book person. He's a local independent book. Okay, he's not local to me, but he's an independent book person.
Independent book person. I like that.
Yeah. Author, whatever. Book person.
Yes.
I am tired. I just want to go back to watching The Gauntlet on Netflix. And for those wondering what Gauntlet, MST3K.
The Gauntlet. I will watch that.
Gauntlet.
What is The Gauntlet, to inform those that are not aware?
Yes. They actually did an Asylum movie. Not bad. Not bad.
The Asylum movie is called The Gauntlet?
No, the new season of MST3K, for those who don't know. They released it on Thanksgiving yesterday, and they did 6 movies straight up. The concept is they're doing it 6 movies in a row.
Oh.
And let me actually get you the list of... they actually announced the actual movies beforehand.
Yep. And the first movie they're done, Mac and Me.
Oh,
Mac
Jesus.
and Me was the first movie, yeah. Mac and Me, Atlantic Rim, which is the Asylum movie, Lords of the Deep, The Day Time Ended, which is the movie I just finished watching before tonight's show, Killer Fish, and Ator.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie they would do.
I still haven't watched all the rest from the last season, but thankfully the thing that I love about MST3K is you don't really need to know any continuity with the story. Just enjoy the riffs.
And I will tell you, after the Day of the Time ended, I will tell you right now, stick around to the end. You'll be pleasantly surprised if you're an old school MST.
All I know is, remember, just tell yourself it's just a show and you should really just relax.
From Mystery Science Theater 3000.
3000!
T-Dub, you got a new video work in the works too.
It is getting published, The Broken Infinite, right now.
Nice.
Awesome.
And it's going to be exclusive to that website until tomorrow morning.
There you go.
So just go wait for it to publish. Any second now. Come on, publish.
Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-ba-dum. Video.
This website has always just been the source of 500 server area. Damn it.
Ah, nuts.
Womp womp womp.
Well, that's the thing. Anyways, eventually it'll be up on the website tonight, so keep sticking around until then.
Yeah, I was gonna plug that a new video that was released this week. The video that the riff, if you will.
What riff?
The TWK Riffs Live panel.
Oh yeah, on the BrokenInfinite.com as well.
Yeah. It is on Tokitai.me as well. The TWK Riffs panel that was at Ranger Stop 6. So, Mike Shell. So, T-Dub's new video crashed the website? I would not be surprised.
I guess it's just that amazing.
Yeah, so the BreakingInfinite.com is where you can find T-Dub's new video. Of course, I was with Easy Rider and the Shades. We riffed Johnny Sacco and his Flying Robot Episode 1 live and in living color at Ranger Stop. We had a good reaction. So thank you very much for those who showed up. It's up there. It's on Vimeo, and it's also on tokutai.me, which is Easy's website. So go check it out. We worked hard on that riff. Let's just put it that way. And of course, if you're on Twitch, do like Evil Reverend did. You could subscribe and do a tier 1 subscription. We got some emojis and all that stuff you could use. And you can follow, so you can do that. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button to get notifications whenever we do the thing. And yeah, cinematography by Mike Shell, by the way, for those wondering. And teed up. Oh, there we go. And all that good stuff. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. Do the subscribe thing, do the thing. If you want to do the schedule, see what else we are doing this particular this week or any other week, you could do !schedule, as I'm about to do. Thank you, Mike. Oh, thank you, T-Dub. Sorry, I thought it was Mike who did that. The Google Calendar is up there. No more Range recap until next year, by the way. We're done. And he says the site is working again. So thank you, Mike. Both are available on both his video and my little riff. So watch his video, then watch our riff. And then go back to watching MST3K because they do it better. Just saying. It's just, we're being objective. We're good riffers. But MST3K is an original institution.
True.
But in that order, it should be T-Dub's new video, then our riff panel from MST3K from Ranger Stop, but then you watch MST3K. You'll be happy in your head place. But until then, that's pretty much all we gotta do here. So I'm just gonna hit this little button over here and say thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi to us. Until then, on behalf of Shin Tiger Curl.
Backbreaker, 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 backbreaker.
Hey! Very nice, Pete.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, who's Pete done?
Hey, Pete, it's called doing impressions and impersonations. There's no shame in that. And on behalf of TWK.
Till next time, this is TWK Reviews. Tony to work your gimmick.
My name is Matty Jay, reminding you how professional wrestling supports your independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next week. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Curtain up! VHS version kicks off with a "Don't try this at home" screen. All WWF wrestling superstars are highly trained pro athletes. Well, I saw the Berserker on this card.
I saw Kamala. He doesn't even know how to pin people.